Hello and welcome everyone. In this video, we'll continue solving previous years of grade 12 national examination. For today, the first question it says, a man wants to fence two identical rectangular enclosures in a field alongside a straight river, as shown in the figure below. Okay, what does that mean? As you see here, one part here it is river, but he wants to make enclosure here. Therefore, what is the maximum area of each enclosure? They are the same region. He can make with 192-meter fencing material. He used 192-meter fencing material. So if this side x, this is going to be x, the third also x. And if this one y, this is going to be y. So the perimeter this time, the perimeter means the total material that he used, because the other side is river. So x plus x plus x, which is going to be 3x, plus the other is y plus y, which will be 2y. Total perimeter that he used is 3x plus 2y, which is equal to 192, given to us. And then we can find the y from here. So 2y will be 192 minus 3x. So if you divide by 2, so y is equal to 96 by 2 by 2 by 2 divide. So 192 divided by 2 will be 96 minus 3 over 2x. Therefore, we need to find the maximum area that he can make. But remember, the area means, it is x times y, the area. But we can substitute in place of y what we have here already. So a of x, now the area will be expressed in terms of x all. So a of x will be x in bracket 96 minus 3 over 2x. I replaced in place of y. Therefore, a of x now is going to be multiplied 96 minus 96x minus 3 over 2x squared. This is application of derivative. So we need to derive it to find maximum or minimum. So a derivative of x will be 96 minus, when you derive 96x, and when you derive this one, it will be just 3x. Then factorize it, 3 common take out, then 32 minus x left. Therefore, at this point, we need to construct sign chart and see sign change. 32 minus x will be 0 at 32. Then below positive, above negative, because the coefficient of x is negative here. There is sign change at 32 here, from positive to negative. That means 32 is the maximum. The maximum. The area will be maximum at x is equal to 32. So when x is 32, what about the y? Y already we said it, 96 minus 3 over 2x. So 96 minus 3 over 2 times the x value 32. When you make, this is 32, then by 2 and this by 2, 16, multiply, 96 minus 48 it will be, which is 48. So the y value must be 48. So to get maximum area, the dimension of the given rectangular region must be 32 by 48. So the area will be 32 multiplied with 48. So the answer is found in C, which is 1536 meter square. This will be the area of the maximum area of the region. Very good. Let's go to the next question. The second question, it is about rational function. It says the given function f of x is equal to x squared plus 5x plus 6 over x squared. So let us factorize and simplify first. So the function f of x is equal to x squared plus 5x plus 6, the whole over x squared minus 4 plus 3. So we need to factorize here the numerator and the denominator. This will be the numerator. We need to think of two numbers, product 6 and sum 5. Those are plus 2 and plus 3. So x plus 2 and x plus 3 will be the factorized form of the numerator, and the denominator also x minus 2 and x plus 2. X plus 2. Okay, let us correct this one. Yeah, this must be x plus 2. Okay, then plus 3, don't forget it. Then cancel here. When you cancel x plus 2, don't forget x is equal to negative 2, because we cancel this one. X plus 2 means this is going to be 0 at negative 2. So x is equal to negative 2 will not be a vertical asymptote. It's going to be a whole part, a whole point. The graph will make a hole at x is equal to negative 2. Therefore, what's left now? In the numerator, x plus 2 left. In the denominator, I mean x plus 3 in the numerator. And in the denominator, we have left x minus 2. Then we need to add with 3. When you add crisscross, we can use x plus 3 plus 3 times. We need to multiply. So 3x minus 6, we can say, over x minus 2. When you simplify, it's going to be, because we can add the like terms, it will be 4x minus 6, the whole over x minus 2. At this point, the vertical asymptote, it is at x is equal to 2. The denominator will be 0 at 2. And the horizontal asymptote, the y is equal to, we have to divide the leading coefficient of the numerator by the denominator, just 4 over 1, because the degree are the same. So 4 over 1 means y is equal to 4. So which choice will be appropriate and correct? It says A, the horizontal asymptote is 4. This is correct. Vertical asymptote, -2 and 2, it says no, just only 2. And whole at x is equal to 2, it says, but we say that x is equal to -2. And the y-intercept means we can substitute that last year. If you substitute 0, 0, it must be, by the way, here, okay, wait a minute. Yeah, this kind of silly mistake it happens. When you make 3 minus 6, this must be just 3. So if you substitute 0, 0 here, it should be positive 3 over 2. So 0, 3 over 2 will be the y-intercept. So the second answer will be, the second equation answer will be just A. Very good. We can continue to the next question. Okay, the third question for today, it says the Earth's orbit has a semi-major axis A. Okay, this is ellipse problem. First, we need to be clear what kind of question is it. So ellipse problem, the semi-major axis means the A value given to us, that is 149.6. And then the eccentricity also given to us. The eccentricity is 0.017. What is the approximate values of the semi-minor axis? That means the B. We need the B. First of all, eccentricity means C over A. So from this, we can find the formula. The eccentricity 0.017 is equal to the C value we don't know, and the A is 149.6. Then by crisscross multiplication, the C value will be, we can multiply the two, 149.6 times 0.017. We cannot leave it without multiplication because calculator is not allowed this time. Therefore, we know that B square is equal to A square minus C square. That means B is equal to the square root of A square minus C square. We have to know this formula first. Then the B is equal to the square root of what is A, 149.6 square minus, and what about C, 149.6 multiplied with 0.017. Just since we are asked approximation value, just let us see what will happen. Then take out common. When you take out common, this is a whole square, by the way. When you take out common, 149.6 square outside, and then just 1 square minus 0.017, the whole square left in the bracket. If you put in the radical, you know, this will be extracted as it is. Here, this is 1 minus this square is getting very smaller. When you square it, 0.017, when you square it, it will be very smaller number. And 1 minus it will be, still it's going to be very small number. So it has no effect. When you extract it, it will be 149 point, it was almost 149.6. Because this one, okay, the remaining part, the one which is found in the bracket, it's almost a negligible number. So which choice is nearly like 149.6? As you see from the choice, the answer must be A, because this one 149.58 is almost 149.6. So the answer is going to be A. Very good. Let us continue to the next question. Okay, for today, for the fourth question, it says a water tank. A water tank is rectangular, parallel piped with base 3 and width 2. And the height is 2.5. If the water is flowing into the tank at the rate of 0.12 meter cube per second, then how fast does the level of the water rise up? So here, what's given? It is rectangular piped. We can try to show, like, roughly we can sketch. The length, the base length and width are 3 by 2, and the height is 2.5 already. But the volume, like dV by dt, the rate of change of volume with respect to time is given to us, which is 0.12 meter cube per second. The volume increases when the height of the water increases. So the volume is directly proportional with the height because the base length and width are constant. Normally, volume is equal to, length times width times height. So if we derive both sides with respect to time, dV by dt will be, it will be d by dt of LWH. But here the L and W are constant. Length and width will not vary. But the height, it may increase or it may decrease. It depends. So the height varies, or the height decides the volume. So dV by dt will be length times width. You can take it out of the bracket here because constant, dH by dt. the change of volume, the rate of change of volume is given to us. 0.12 is equal to length and width. We have 3 times 2 times dH by dt. Therefore, 3 times 2 is 6. So we can divide by 6 both sides. Therefore, dH by dt will be, when you divide 0.12 by 6, it's going to be 0.2. So we need to find how fast does the level of the water rise up, the rate of change of height. We are asked, it must be 0.2, so the answer is found at C. Here it is. Okay, let us continue to the next question. Okay, the next question, it is statistics. Statistics for group data. What does it say? The marks of 50 students, totally the number of students, that means n is equal to 50. That means n over 2 will be 25. We need this one, n over 2 in the formula. And then the marks are, as you see, it's given to you. If the median, okay, very good, the median is given to you. The median is equal to 26. So what is F1 and F2? The median, 26, it's found in which class? In the third class, as you see here. 26 is found here. So the third class will be our class now, from 20 to 30. Therefore, the lower boundary of this class will be 20, and the class interval, take the difference, 20 minus 30 or 30 minus 20, which will be 10. We know these things. Therefore, what is the median formula? Median is equal to the lower boundary of the class plus n over 2 minus cumulative frequency of the before class over cumulative frequency of the class times the class interval. This time, the cumulative frequency of the before class will be add the 2, which will be 13. Okay, CFB, the before class cumulative frequency is 13, and frequency of the class, cumulative frequency of the class, that class, it's going to be just F1. F1 plus 13, cumulative frequency of the class. We need to add the whole together. When we know the previous class cumulative frequency, that is 13 plus the frequency of the class is F1. So together F1 plus 13. So that 26 is equal to, because the median 26, 20 plus bracket n over 2 is 25 minus 13, the whole over F1 plus 13 times 10. Okay, therefore, here we can break the 20 here. It's going to be subtracted, and 6 is equal to, if the difference is 12, 12 times 10, 120. 120 over F1 plus 13. Then we can crisscross here. When you multiply, 6F1 plus 78 is equal to 120. Then 6F1 is equal to, when you shift and subtract, it will be 42. Divide both sides by 6. Therefore, F1 necessarily will be 7. So which choice contain F1 7? D. So the answer necessarily D. If you want to check F2, add the whole and then subtract from the total. The total frequency is 50. So when you add them all, this one already we got it 7, then add it. I hope it's going to be 30. Yeah. 30, then from 50 minus 30 will be 20. So the answer necessarily will be D. This is sequence question, statistics question. So I need to remember formulas here. Okay, thank you. Let's continue to the next question. Okay, the next question, it is probability. It says, suppose 2,500 items are produced by a machine, and 2% of the produced are randomly selected and tested, 2% of the total. That means 2% of the total has to be calculated. That is 2 over 100 multiplied with 2,500. For the sample, this is taken, which is, how many it comes? 50. From the 50, okay, if 5 of them are tested defect, they have a defect, then what is the probability that an item, that 5 is, the 5 of them are tested defect means, we can find the percentage, 5 over 50, 5 out of 50 times 100, if you make it, it's going to be 10%. So how many, like it says, what is the probability that an item produced by the machine has no defect? No defect means it's 90%. The defect is 10%, the no defect one. The no defect is 90%. 90%, we can write it in decimal form, which will be 0.90. So the answer is found in B. This is answer for the next question. This is our question number 6 for today. Let us continue to the next one. The next question, it says, if the region enclosed by the graph of f of x is equal to x squared and f of x is equal to x cubed. Okay, there are two functions here. Then what's asked? From 0 to 1. The evaluation is from 0 to 1. Rotate about the x-axis. What is the volume of the solid region, the solid revolution? So this time we need to remember the volume formula. The volume formula is from A to B, that is from 0 to 1, pi times the pi. We can keep it outside actually because the pi is constant always. Pi times then the square of each, the difference of the square of each. That means x square minus x cube square, which will be pi times the integral from 0 to 1, x to the power of 4 minus x to the power of 6 dx. We can integrate and evaluate. So the volume will be, pi still keep outside. The integral of the first one will be 1/5 x to the power of 5 from 0 to 1 minus the next one is 1/7 x to the power of 7 again from 0 to 1. Therefore, the volume will be pi in bracket. 0 to 1 has no effect. 1 minus 0, that means just 1/5 minus 1/7. Which is going to be, when you take the difference, 7 minus 5 will be 2. So it will be 2/35 pi when you calculate it, cubic unit or unit cubic, you can say. So the answer is going to be found, it is found in A. So this is application of integrals. Application of integrals, you can get back and revise in this way. Let's continue to the next question. Okay, the next question, it is again probability. It says Fatuma can solve 90% of a problem given in a book, and Masfin can solve in 70%. What is the probability that at least one, okay, here at least one of them will solve? At least one means the union of the two. So the probability of Fatuma union Masfin, we need this one. This means the probability of Fatuma plus the probability of Masfin minus the probability of Fatuma intersection Masfin. This is the way how to do what we have to do here. We need this one. Remember, probability of Fatuma we have. Probability of Fatuma is already 90%, means 0.9, and probability of Masfin also given to us, which is 0.7. Okay, let us correct this one. Probability of Fatuma, it is 0.9, and probability of Masfin, it is 0.6. And these two probabilities are independent. So if two probabilities are independent because they are doing it independently, the probability of Fatuma intersection Masfin will be the probability of Fatuma times the probability of Masfin. We can take in this way. They are independently doing. So that means 0.7 times 0.9 when you make, it's going to be 0.63. Therefore, we can have everything. Now we have everything. So 0.9 plus 0.7 minus 0.63. That means 1.6 minus 0.3. When you subtract, it's going to be 0.63. Wait a minute. Let's correct this one. This must be 0.63. We need to borrow. And then 7, 9 minus. So the answer will be 0.97. Okay, once let me repeat what I did here. It says Fatuma can solve 90% of the problem, and Masfin he can solve 70%. That means the probability of Fatuma is 0.9. That's what I did here. And the probability of Masfin is 0.7. But we are asked what is the probability at least one of them can solve. That means the union we need. We are asked. Probability of Fatuma union Masfin means probability of H, the sum of the probability of each plus minus the intersection. But the intersection probability here, if the probability is independent, as I said before, independent probability of Fatuma intersection Masfin will be the product of the two. So we did that. Then we take the difference. So the answer is found in B. Okay, very good. Let us continue to the next question. The next question, it is what is the polar form of a complex number 7 minus I over 3 minus 4i? So first of all, we need to multiply the numerator and the denominator by the conjugate of the denominator, which will be 7 minus I, the whole over 3 minus 4i will be multiplied by 3 plus 4i over 3 plus 4i. The conjugate of 3 minus 4i is 3 plus 4i. Then the numerator, when you multiply 7 times 3 will be 21, and 7 times 4i will be 28i, and negative 3i I'm multiplying, and then plus 4 it will be. The whole over the denominator, square each of them. 3 square plus 4 square will be 9 plus 16, which will be 25. Then when you complete it, 21 plus 4 will be 25 plus 25i over 25. We add the constant here with these two. 25 it comes, as you see here. And again, the I is 28 minus 3. 28 minus 3, again, it will be 28 minus 3 will be 25i. Then we can give the 25 for each denominator. So the given complex number, it will be condensed and written as 1 plus I just. So at this point, to change into polar form, we need to know the R. The R means square each of them. 1 square plus 1 square will be in the radical, which is 2. And the theta, both of them are positive, and 1 over 1, okay, tan inverse of 1 over 1, which is 1, which will be 45 degrees. Or 45 degree means, you know, it's pi over 4 in radian measure. So the polar form will be, the Z, we can write it, R in bracket cos theta plus I sine theta. Therefore, R is radical 2 already. And the cosine of pi over 4 plus I sine pi over 4. So the answer will be this one, and it's found in choice D. Yeah, in choice D. Very good. Let's continue to the next question. Okay, the last question for today, it says the center of a circle on the line y is equal to 2x. Imagine we have a circle, okay, and there is a line which is passing through the center of the circle. The center of the circle, let's say at h comma k, we don't know. But the equation of this line, the one which is containing the center of the circle, is y is equal to 2x given to you. And again, and the line x is equal to 1 is tangent to the circle at 1, 6, means at any point somewhere around here, let's say, there is a line. This line is x is equal to 1. The point of intersection or the point of tangency is just 1, 6. Now, we can observe here, the tangent line, it's a vertical line. This is a vertical line. So necessarily the line which is passing through the tangency point and through the center, which is perpendicular to it, it must be a horizontal line. A horizontal line means the equation of this line is y is equal to 6, normally. The equation of what? The equation of the radius. Because the one which is passing through the point of the tangency and the circle, which is, I mean, through the center of the circle, which is perpendicular to the tangent line, this line is a horizontal line necessarily because they are perpendicular. Now, that means this point is just 6, we can take it. So we are asked to find the radius of the circle. But the line, the equation of the line is y is equal to 2x, means we can substitute in place of yk and 2h. K is equal to 2h because it satisfies this condition since the line passes through the center. But in place of k, we can substitute 6. 6 is equal to 2h means, so the h value will be 3. Now the radius is the distance between the two curves. Horizontally, I mean the y-axis, if you see, the y value doesn't vary anything. But the x value varies from what to what? From 1 to 3. The h, we got it 3 already. So the radius is 3 minus 1, which is going to be 2. So this one is somehow technical problem. So the radius will be 3. The answer is found in C. These are some 10 questions from the previous year grade 12 national exam question for today. I will keep on doing additional videos, will be prepared. Don't forget to subscribe and follow me. Thank you for watching.